Scent. This game also looks. Morning. I just finished my porridge, so I'm good to go. Try and put 1k, what points? He's not doing a really good job on the top of my hair. I don't know how it happened there, oh, whatever. Oh, where's my glasses? It's a little bit cooler outside today, so hopefully we don't get as hot. One can hope, right? God, right, okay. I'm gonna jump in Discord quickly.
This is engagement, and engagement leads to visibility, and visibility leads to profit. This wasn't my intention when I was starting this, but after time I figured out the more you know, let people think you hate their favorite game, the more people get engaged, which leads to more profit, of course.
What are we talking about?
What?
What are we talking about?
Games.
Now I understand why your audience hates you. You're just
actually,
baiting them all the time.
A lot of people love me for being not
Yeah,
politically
obviously,
correct.
but you said your comment section is quite a lot of hate. Now I get why that is.
Yeah, because people are just like fucking snowflakes. And I can totally understand that, because, you know, mostly the audience is very young, and when you are very young you don't have an own personality, so you start identifying yourself with stuff you love, like your favorite movie, favorite musicians, favorite books, whatever, you know, games and stuff like this. So if anyone talks shit about your favorite shit, you get angry. And I have a lot of preteens being angry in the comments. And the more people being angry in the comments, the more visibility I get, because it's attention, and that's the currency of the internet, getting attention. And attention always leads to visibility, and visibility always leads to profit. This is how the internet works.
With this YouTube comments.
Yeah, the more people comment, the better it is for the video. Even if people writing shit, it doesn't really matter. And when someone, you know, have 1,000 people. Oh, this is funny. This is so funny. I made a review on Valhalla. Gizmo have played Valhalla, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I haven't played the game entirely. I just played 30 hours. And I said that in the video. I haven't played this game till the end. I have just played 30 hours and then I was bored and stopped playing this game. I said so in this video. However, because I haven't seen the entire game,
how's it going,
I was
dude?
assuming they do not show a blood eagle, right? So I said in this video, I'm missing the blood eagle, which I haven't seen, because obviously, as I said in the video,
Did you manage to get your project to work?
And now I have guess what happened? Over 1,000 people wrote the exact same comment. Oh, well, you're an idiot. There is a blood eagle in this game. And just because I made something wrong, I made a mistake, a lot of people got engaged because of that mistake. And now I have a couple of €1,000 more just because of that. And when you think about this, you can actually really abuse that system. Just make a video about something people love and tell some, you know, say some random bullshit.
Yeah, I know you have some. I was wondering if you fixed the error.
Work extremely well, because people get engaged into something like, you know, shit like this. This is the reason why fake news even exist and are so profitable, because they spread even faster than normal news. Just make a video about the game and tell people.
Number 2, 1.8.
People who knows it better, love the game or whatnot, will come to the comments.
I'm on Discord.
Even if you know it. Engagement leads to visibility, leads to profit.
That's why a lot of like even big streamers and big YouTubers, most of them at some point have had a major controversial thing happen, and that's what's made them big.
Right.
It's drama that sells.
Yeah, that's always selling. Drama, conflicts is what people love. When there's a beef on YouTube, everyone is around. When you have a personal drama, you know, people have something this time. It's like very different. Some people
Love drama, they do, yeah.
Trouble with the police, you know, while others having brain.
People eat that shit up.
Every time you come on YouTube with a personal drama, people are there because people love drama. People love conflicts. That's why I say humanity is sick, because they need conflict.
Yeah, I'll change it in a sec.
That is the reason.
It doesn't reset, I have to do it manually.
It works so well. This is the reason why shooter games, PvP games, work so well. Especially Battle Royale games, because Battle Royale games make the experience even more personal. You know, the conflict is getting more personal. This is the reason why we humans were in arena 2000 years ago, yelling and celebrating while people actually killed each other. That's human nature. Going for conflict. We need conflict all the time. Just create.
Well, that was easy.
And people will watch you. I remember I had a very bad situation 3 years ago, and I decided to talk publicly about it. Until today, I do not know if I should regret it or not. But I remember so much engagement just because I had a major problem with my life, and I told people. I never got so much attention anymore on, you know, on real live subjects, because I never did any.
Did you sleep well?
Kind of interesting.
Well, yes. No, I slept about 5 hours, I think.
And the funny thing is, I didn't even intend to do that.
Oh, someone else hit 1 million.
There was no intention of like getting a lot of people or getting a lot of money just by doing either a drama or either making some mistake, you know, by saying something wrong in a video. That happened by coincidence. It wasn't planned or something.
I think they're sieging this place. I'll go join them.
I didn't know better. I didn't know that there is actually a fucking blood eagle in this game, because I haven't played long enough to see it. So I said I missed the blood eagle in this game. I wasn't even saying like this game doesn't even have a blood eagle. I was just saying like I missed that, you know, because I haven't seen it. And then like over 1,000 people, can you imagine? Over 1,000 people wrote the exact same comment just because they know better. And if someone knows better, they always have to tell you in the internet. And this shit's leads to
Get the ram down.
I wasn't
There we
aware
go.
of it until I saw it. Now I'm waiting for the next Assassin's Creed game. You know, it's crazy. It's like
Oh god.
making money with that shit.
Send this link to your YouTube channel. I'm gonna see this.
Hey, what?
Send us a link to your channel. I wanna see it.
Now you don't get a link to the
No.
channel because you wouldn't watch it. It's German.
Well, you know, I can make up what you're saying.
No, you don't.
What translations are? Google?
Yeah, exactly. Google translates.
Yeah, it doesn't work because I use so many like puns and bilingual shit. It doesn't work. I have actually tested it already. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work on anyone's channel.
Irony, sarcasm, puns, bilingual. Even the Germans cannot follow me, actually. So imagine, you know, a 9-year-old doesn't even have a fucking clue what I'm talking about.
You get the main gist of it.
I'm also not using common language when I'm making my videos in German. I'm not using common language. I use the upper class language, which most kids do not understand because they have very limited Wortschatz. What is it in English? Oh, Lisa.
Get rid of this.
Lisa? Hello?
She disappeared to go do something. That's why she's not answering.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, well, they how do you say that in English? When you're young, you do not know many words. So you can express yourself just very, very simple. You do not use fancy words, nor do you understand fancy words. I'm using fancy words all the time. Most people do not understand what I'm saying.
So you mean they're not very eloquent?
They're not very eloquent, thank you, yes. I'm extremely eloquent and people are not. It's not common language.
Yeah, I have quite posh vocabulary slash
Oh, yes. I'm actually
accent, I guess.
German. I'm the poshest German.
Well, that didn't last long.
Every time I look some other
Disconnect.
Germans, like they're always using the same words.
So I'm making a list full time to disconnect. 1502.
That's the thing. Eminem, for an example. Right? Eminem. You know,
Eminem,
great rapper,
yeah.
Right? Great rapper. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him. So do I, since like 20 years or something. But some of his lyrics are actually really, really bad written, because he rhymes on the same word at the end. Like, this looks like a job for me. Now everybody just follow me. We all need a little controversy because it feels so empty without me. He used 3 times me to end a rhyme. This is really bad writing, you know? But it works. It works for the most people because they don't give a shit about posh. Still, I can't get over it. Some German guy recently did it. I was like, dude, this is like you end 2 rhymes with the exact same final word. That's just bad writing.
So disconnect number 1. Keep track.
People don't care.
I will get the
Bye, bye, bye.
Yes, Ivor.
Managed to play the game for 10 minutes. Got disconnected.
Which game?
Again.
That's it.
Xbox game?
Yeah, I have updated all my drivers. I have completely fresh installed the game. I've got rid of all my add-ons.
Oh, freshly installed Elder Scrolls. That takes time.
Yeah, it took 3 hours.
Jeez. People have so sucky internet they need 2 days.
That's the thing. I have 100 up. Well, I have 800 up, 800 down.
800 up, 800 down.
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
Well, yeah, it's, you know, and then
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
it's because we have like a massive line into this community, and then everyone in the community shares it. But there's people still moving in, so there's not that many people using it. So we all get a huge share at the moment. But yeah, my stream doesn't go down. Like nothing else goes down. The only thing that goes down is ESO. So who knows what's happening?
Okay. I'll tell you something. You know why I'm here?
Because your internet sucks, so you can't play games.
No. I'm here talking to you bollocks since hours. I got my first vaccination today.
Ah.
And I'm kind of panicking.
Why?
Kind of bit. Well, let's say I'm a bit afraid. I'm having a hard time admitting it, but I'm kind of panicking about this. I don't know.
Honestly, you'll be fine. Like, you'll be fine. It's like 1 in a million who gets any sort of like side effects.
I'm having a hard time being on my own right now. That's why I'm here. I'm talking about
What, in case something happens?
In case something happens, subscribe to my channel.
I would be, didn't link it.
Well, have you ever heard about right-click on someone on Discord, look at their profiles and check out the links?
There are links on Discord.
It's all there. Oh shit, Gizmo. Go back. Go back into the building.
Where is it?
Go upstairs. Yeah, I remember that shit. There are 3 other buildings.
Unless it's here. And it's,
I knew it. There's something there. There are 2 other buildings. They look exactly the same and also having something on the upper floor.
That has to do with the armor penalties. So
oh,
if you
I
hello.
remember this playing in the beta. Like 3 identical houses. With some shit on top.
Oh, I found him.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now.
Yeah, this dude gets good views. He gets like 100k views in his video.
Be angry.
Interesting.
What's that?
Well,
What? What's the player? Is it a healer? It's
oh,
a
she's
healer.
healing me.
Oh, yeah, you're low on health.
Cool.
Is that, are you the same?
I think so.
Okay. Right. 1DC. 15 minutes in. God damn it. It might be my internet port.
Remember when I said we should do something like this in real life? Now imagine you go into a house to loot it and there's like 5 other people running
If I
around.
disconnect again, I'm gonna try a different internet, like a port in the wall in my room.
Damn, you know, RPGing in real life would be so fucking awkward and awesome at the same time. Just imagine how many people you're gonna meet.
Yeah, it's only the same as every other MMO from that regard.
Well, I feel like New World, to me, like from what I've seen, it seems bland. It doesn't have like something that makes it different, you know?
We already threw that.
Where is the thing that makes it unique, you know?
We already been through that.
Well, you know.
I suppose if you look at the other games, you got 7 Days to Die, you've got Valheim.
7 Days to Die is such a trash game.
But it's surprisingly popular, even still.
Yeah, you know, I'm telling you what. I have a Twitter account, right? And on my Twitter account, I have surprisingly few followers. You know, I don't have many followers on Twitter for some reason. But when I look around, you know, when I'm browsing on Twitter, I see like very, 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 very many idiots, like really like professionally retarded idiots. They're having millions of followers. So in Germany, we used to say, that's a German saying, the stupid farmer harvests the biggest potatoes. So sometimes things are very popular because they are so fucking bad. Sometimes. I mean, look at Warcraft. Everyone plays Warcraft. It's not really a good MMO, isn't it? I mean, some people have their time with Warcraft and having fun and stuff, and some even, you know, grew up with it and having nostalgic or whatnot. You know, I have met people. They were like, "Oh, this is so nostalgic. Oh, I have to play classic. Ooh, that's actually, you know, not really good. But it's popular. You don't have to be good to be popular. In fact, YouTube and Twitch proves us that this is actually not mandatory. The stupider you are, the more successful you will be, because more people will more likely identify with you. This is why stupid people on TV are so popular.
I also think that it's not. A lot of them are actually not stupid. I think that they know that brings in views, right? So they ham that up and they pretend to be more stupid than they are. Like, for the most part, you don't get, like, you know, to be a millionaire if you don't have at least some sort of smarts, you know?
Well, you can can look at that.
Yeah, you have to have good business sense at least, you know, make the right decisions.
Not really. It's more and more easy nowadays to be successful without knowing any shit. I mean, there's a YouTube channel of someone who is very average, like very, very average, and does nothing but, you know, sing songs and even maybe not even good or something, you know. Buttload of subscribers, right? Then you go to the channel where there is a girl being able to play the world's most difficult guitar solo on her channel, and has nearly no subscribers. And you know why? Because most people are simple, and they like to see simple things. They like to see people which are just like themselves. If they see someone who has really something, you know, on the custom, on, you know, something really good, which seems like very difficult, is, you know, very skilled and stuff like this, they cannot identify with that.
I agree with that for the most part, except for when it comes to girls, right? Yeah, I agree with that when it comes to guys, like, particularly on like Twitch, for example. Most people on Twitch are guys, and they want to watch guys that remind them of themselves, or kind of are people that they sort of think they are, even if they're not. But when it comes to girls, it's more like they're watching someone that they think that could be, or they wish was their girlfriend, right? It's not so much about someone they think they're like, it's someone that they wish would be their partner. So girls is a little bit different, I think, which is really fucking annoying for me.
It is extremely different. But it always depends on what are your goals are. I mean, I know people, they stream since years with 2 viewers because, you know, especially nowadays because, oh shit, you're dead. Wait, you can be revived. Yeah, you can be, you can be revived. Oh, look at this guy. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, we do have remarks. No.
You're very lucky that not everyone is ignorant in the game. Yeah, I think that another problem with Twitch is that people just do not care. Because there's such a big variety now. It's kind of hard to reach people.
Silver, there's someone looking for you in the chat.
Someone is looking for you.
Yeah, I'm looking for Silver, there it says.
I'm going to use .com to be more active and learn new skills reality. Yeah. That's quite on point. Can't argue with that. How do I...
Right, here we go.
Oh. Damn. Lisa? I was looking for a word. So I was asking you, but you weren't around.
I said be right back, and then I left to get myself a drink and some food.
How dare you have a life?
Yeah.
You have to be here at all times to answer questions about German.
Shame on you.
No hydration for you.
I can't compromise on that.
No, because if you drink, that means you're going to go pee, and then that means you're going to be away for even longer, and that's just rude.
That's
Well,
just how
give
it
her
is.
a break. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
That's no excuse, alright?
That's
That
a good
is an
excuse.
excuse. And I will use it to the maximum of my
Yeah.
ability.
Enjoy
Just
it.
because you got a bun in the oven, and you can do what you
have
want.
only 9 months in total to use that excuse. Enjoy it.
I will get the second child, so I will get another 9 months.
That's why we're going through all that pain again.
Yeah, you're getting pregnant just so you can have an excuse to go get tea.
It's just
Heard
like
worse
negative-
excuses.
What?
I've heard worse excuses.
But see, when you have the kids, you then run out of excuses because then you have a kid and you can send the kid to go get you a drink, so you never have to leave again.
What wishful thinking is that? Kids bringing you a drink? Yeah, sure.
This is why I don't have kids, okay? You mean they're not mini slaves?
No, they're not.
Well, I've been doing this wrong.
Yeah. You know-
Explains why I'm not
you know,
asked to
that's the
babysit
funny
more.
thing. You know, I don't mean to be mean, but listen, she now has the luxury of having an excuse for like 9 months, but the price for that is having a freeloader for 18 years. So, be aware of that. Be aware of having a freeloader for 18 fucking years.
It may be longer if they study.
You can force them to get a job when they're like 14, right? That's legal.
No,
Yeah.
not in Germany.
Wow,
You
I
got a
mean,
part-time
if
job,
you-
can't they? Like a paper route.
If
But you
you
can't
raise,
force them.
if you raise your child like my generation is raising their kids, your son or daughter will still be in your house when they are 30 or something. I knew a girl once. Damn. She got everything. You know, verwöhnt, you know,
Was
extremely.
old.
Yeah, extremely. And their parents, her parents were like, yeah, you have to make an Ausbildung. You have to make it. So we, you know, you don't get everything from us anymore. You have to get an Ausbildung. Yeah, then she got an Ausbildung.
I mean, you have to teach responsibilities. That's just part of being a parent too.
Yeah, but the most, like, they missed it, you know. I have talked with the mother. I said, like, what the fuck have you done with this shit? With you know. I mean, sorry, but she's like a fucking princess. She has the Disney princess syndrome. What have you done wrong in your, you know, raising up that child? And she was like, yeah, I did wrong, I know, but I cannot change it anymore. So why did you do that? Yeah, I just want to give her a better, you know, childhood than I had. I said, yeah, that's a mistake. That's like everyone is making in our generation. Just making them extremely like picky and not being adults, you know, not teaching them responsibility or self, you know, what's it called? Selbstverantwortung? Responsibilities and everything?
Self-sufficiency. You don't
Yeah,
teach them
self-sufficiency,
self-sufficiency. Yeah.
you know.
I think as well, there is like, when I was at my old job, there was a girl that, like, she still lived with her parents, and her reason was 'cause she didn't want to pay her rent because she was saving up to buy a house, so she could put a deposit on the house. But then every month she spent all of her paycheck. I'm like, well, that's not exactly you're gonna be living with your parents forever. But I think people just don't. There's kind of a consumerism thing, right? And everyone just wants like all the new clothes and stuff, so they don't actually like have savings anymore. Very few people that I know have more than like 10,000 saved up.
Well, I don't live with my parents and I can't save up much anyway because of the rent. It's so high, you know.
Well, yeah, that's one of the
That's
problems,
next
right?
problem. That's the next problem. I mean, there's like a bunch of millennials trying to buy property right now, but they can't because they can't afford it because everything is fucking expensive nowadays.
And I mean, it's not like the wage was like enlarged that much. You don't get paid much more than you were like 10 years ago. But the prices are up like for food, for rent,
Yep.
for everything.
Yep.
And it's
Yep.
not like for me, for example, I'm not like a person who parties or like wastes money on like cinema and stuff like that, or Starbucks, for example.
Just to have a picture on Instagram.
I don't even
fucking
have
Starbucks
Instagram,
cup.
you know that.
I'm not talking about you. It
Yeah,
was just an example for your generation, you know.
Yeah, it's just like, for me, I mean, obviously because I studied, I don't have any resources because you don't make money when you're in university. I mean, not much. That's fair.
I'm just thankful that I wasn't born in America, really. Like, their economy is so fucked. And like, I've been really ill over the last 5 years, and I would be in like millions of pounds of debt by now. There's no way I could like possibly do that. I don't understand.
I'm being AFK,
Okay.
cooking me a steak.
Ooh, steak.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
I'm back in a couple of minutes. Steak
Okay,
doesn't-
then see you later. Something like that.
Right. Later.
See ya.
Yeah.
How's the combat feeling, Giz? Is it smooth or is it a bit janky? I've heard it was janky.
It's predictable.
Do you mean with predictable like in Dark Souls, or like?
Is it too simple?
Yeah, it feels it. So,
I guess you can't really tell until you're like, you know, max level and stuff.
yeah.
I
I'm
guess-
almost like short and bored. But
Well, the main
I'm
test is
enjoying
going to
it.
be when you get to like end game, right? You can't really judge an MMO until you get to that point.
yeah.
How long is it out? Because most MMOs get major patches in the first year, so you really can't judge it before that.
No. I'm
I
saving
mean,
proper
if it
judgment to
exists in a year, that's that.
This, it just, well, yeah, the thing is this has to do well, right? Because otherwise the Amazon, like, game studios are just done at this point, right? Because that'll be 2 games that have completely failed out the gate. And I don't think they'll be able to come back from that if they don't sort this one out properly. I think this one has to be, it needs to be at least a mild success, right? Like if it goes Crucible's way and gets cancelled, then they're just fucked.
Yeah. I don't think this one will die a death, to be honest. They seem to be investing a phenomenal amount into this.
Yeah, they did, but it doesn't look very unique. I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm not sure.
Maybe they'll make it unique like soon, you know? Maybe they'll like, maybe the end game will have something that's
I mean,
different.
kind of is unique in the fact that you. I mean, it's just what I see. You know, for the last 1 hour, I didn't really know anything about the game except that it's just it doesn't look very high fantasy, and most MMOs are, you know, very high fantasy with magic and stuff, and then it looks more like down to earth. Sword
There are. I mean, you do have different skills and weapons and
yeah,
class
but you
lines
don't have
and
magic,
staffs
do you?
and magic. Yeah.
Oh.
Just because I haven't got magic doesn't mean magic doesn't exist.
What they really need though is that they need good lore, I think. That their lore needs to be fleshed out. And I don't, from what I've seen, like it has some, but I don't think it's like really that compelling. And I think they need to work on that a bit, because that's kind of what people are looking for. Like that's why
Yeah,
that's
I
why
mean-
everyone loves Final Fantasy, right? Because it just the world is quite immersive because of the lore and the story.
The Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
That entire franchise.
Yeah, Guild Wars 2 also has really good lore.
It does, but they have kind of crapped on it in the last year and a half. So they've kind of, a lot of hardcore people have been very pissed about the lore and the direction it's going in.
But now they spun around. Many people came back because they did a turnaround, and an old guy from the staff who did the law came back to the studio, and the next update is quite promising.
Do you have gold left in Guild Wars 2? No, I literally have like 5 gold in the game.
So I don't know.
It was we had
I
a
got
guild
different
Christmas
feedback
just before I quit, and I gave all my gold to someone as a present. So
Really gets better, and I don't know. I stopped playing like 2 years ago, so I'm not sure how much they crapped on the lore after that. Before that, it was quite fine.
Yeah, I think the last two like living world patches, people were complaining about how shit the story was, but I'm not sure. But obviously they would have been done before the guy rejoined, so.
Yeah, I mean, obviously also people look for on the big expansions. I mean, nothing against the living world and stuff like that, but the living world updates, I played them once and they are quite okayish, but I never really got much out of them. I really enjoyed playing the story of the big expansions. Like I really liked the Heart of Thorn story, and I really enjoyed the what was it, oh, I forgot the name of the expansion where we go to the desert. I really enjoyed the story there with the dragon and stuff, but
Path of Fire.
yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
And but I really didn't like the living world around it before Path of Fire and after Path of Fire.
I don't mind the living world episode at the moment because they're getting them free. Yeah, but stuff is phoning in a bit.
Just there.
I really enjoyed Guild Wars 2, but then it got to a point where I think it was about 2 years ago now when they came out and were like, yeah, so we haven't actually cared about Guild Wars 2 for a while. We were working on another project, but the other projects failed, so now we have to go back to Guild Wars 2. And like my motivation for that game just immediately plummeted. I was like, well, if you haven't given a shit about this game for 2 years, why am I playing this? No, I'm just gonna leave.
They made a big announcement. They will finally start working on all 3 big areas. They will start doing stuff for World versus World. And
yeah, it's because they fired like most people. Like they fired like 50%, and because they were expecting the new thing to start working, and then that failed. So then they like had to hire everyone back and be like, sorry, please come back and play our game. But they fired like I think it was something like 40% of the studio. They were working on Guild Wars 2 or moved them over to other things.
I mean, for me, I didn't stop Guild Wars 2 because I didn't like that they didn't do more stuff. It was more because I was really heavy into raiding, and when I did like all the raids and I killed all the bosses, and I was in an, yeah, you could say kind of elitish raiding guild, and when I got to like my 0.1% stats and stuff, I was like, okay, I'm done now. There's nothing more I can do to top that, and I'm not going into PvP to, you know, go for more.
Yeah, I have
all
like
the legendary armor, and after you unlock all the legendary armor, you're kind of done.
pretty much, yeah. I mean, I have mad respect for the content creators for that game because, like, there's a Mighty Teapot, and he's literally done. He's like basically streamed Guild Wars 2 for like 5-6 hours every single day for like last 6 years, and he must have done each raid at least like I swear like 10,000 times each, and he's still doing it, and I don't know how he hasn't blown his brains out yet. Like,
Really fun.
they are fun, but that many times, like this, oh god, he can basically do it blindfolded at this point. Like it's just Jesus.
In my prime, I did like one raid ring. I did that like 40 times a week.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he does, and he's done it for 6 years.
Yeah, because we were selling like 2 to 4 spots in the raid team to people to earn money.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and it's just that's what I said. I was in a kind of elitist raid guild. We did it like not one clear and we are done. We did it like a lot.
It's basically the equivalent of doing like normal raids in SO, doing every single one of them every single day for like 6 years, and somehow not going insane.
Yeah, also it kind of gets the game gets a little boring because I had so many of the what's called in English the raid currency.
Yeah, the token things.
Yeah, for the first 3 wings, the raid currency, I have so much I can buy everything like 4 to 5 times if I want to.
Yeah.
And then for the other raid currency for the later wings, I I get enough to buy everything once, but I also got a drop, so I don't need to buy it anymore. And it's just like I have legendary armor. I can just hot swap it to the character I want to play with. Yeah. The game isn't really challenging for me anymore. I have everything. There's nothing to, you know, grind for. I got the one thing I grinded for, I think the most after doing raids was like the Griffin. Because I didn't go for it when it came out. I wasn't that interested, and then I was like, okay, now I have to get it.
It's one thing you have to give like mad respect to ZeniMax for. Like they've been pretty consistent in terms of content. Like there's always something. I feel like there's always like a new patch coming out or new dungeons or something. At least in like the year and a half I played it, I don't feel like I've not felt any sort of real content drought yet. You know.
Yeah, that's possible. But actually, I don't play any of the story in ESO at all.
Fair enough.
When I started playing for like the first 2 weeks, I was really in love with the story, and I was like, that's amazing. I could play that as a single player game. And then I made a huge mistake joining a guild and started my first raid, and I was like, yeah, never mind. Raiding is so much more fun. I have no interest in doing anything else. And since then, I didn't do anything else. Just here and there, a little bit of casual raiding.
Take your time.
Game is kind of grindy, but it's still in the early stages, so it's quite strange how much grind you have to do.
I'm supposed to be
What's
killing
max level?
something here. No
Oh,
idea.
it's the kill quest. I see. Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to kill somebody, but I've not been able to find him yet. Every time I leave this immediate area, it tells me to come back here. So I'm guessing it's just the number of people that are here. I just killing whoever I'm supposed to kill. Quickly.
Yeah, that's one thing that Guild was did quite differently. They didn't have like the standard quests with kill stuff. They had like the hard system, and you could choose and pick what you want to do in an area and then just move on. But it's quite. I mean, people said that some people like the old quest stuff where you have to go somewhere, kill 8 wolves, then go somewhere else, kill 8 bandits.
Yeah, I can't stand that type of quest.
Yeah.
That annoys the hell out of me at times.
That's why I liked Git was also, I think, like for example, with like Desert, I also never did the quests because I find them quite boring, but I really like their economic system and their how do you say, their job system, how you do the jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think the exploration system in Guild Wars 2 is pretty good as well, with the jumping puzzles and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love them so much. They're amazing. Also, it was the only way to get a lot of money before raid, because you could just swap on your mesmer, do the jumping puzzle, and then you port people up for like 1 gold, 10 gold, whatever. Good old times.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be killing.
Destroy Karl the Overseer. You have killed everything, you just have to kill the big bossy. The Overseer.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, maybe he despawned or he is killed by someone else yet. You have to wait that he comes back. Do you know where he will spawn?
Nope. Somewhere in this area.
Yeah,
Apparently.
because there are so many players here, when you're not fast, he will get killed again.
Right, pew pew time. Let me put my flare back on, I think, for this. There's a lot of invisibility shit going on. Let's go up around behind them, see if we can get a couple.
Do you get points for also hitting a target, or do you have to be the first?
Yeah, I got points for hitting a target.
Oh yes, I saw.
It's a pretty quick one for you, Giz. In one of the two houses, he spawns on the top floor on the most northern house. So the house to the north, top floor. Right, he'll spawn somewhere in there.
I'll do this one then.
Is it the most northern one?
Yeah, it just says he spawns on the top floor of the house most towards the north. Just way upstairs for him.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that is the most northern house or if there are more houses in the village.
There are only two, I think.
Yeah, there's only 2 in this village.
Damn.
Maybe
Yeah.
then it's not a village, only 2 houses.
Wow. Farm.
Yeah, well,
Ah, boy.
Don't ask me what his spawn rate is, I just know that it's meant to be that house.
yeah, they will tweak it probably. I mean, when I remember correctly, ESO had an abysmal spawn rate for bosses and people were just...
I can go back here and run, I guess.
Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Attack!
Found him.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Him.
Guess who's back? With steak, baby. You good?
There you go.
Are you good?
Says.
Yes.
I might have to run.
Don't you just love Google at times like those?
I just googled it. I thought maybe you also...
Unless one of those guys come to res me, but I don't think they will.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
I
I'll
googled
run.
it because I could see that obviously Gizmo was getting a little kind of like frustrated in wondering what he was meant to do, and I was kind
just
of like
running around.
kind of thinking, I've seen this farm about 20 minutes now.
Exciting game, isn't it?
Welcome back, welcome back.
It stopped me doing whatever I was doing, and that wasn't a lot, to be honest. I'm meant to be going and putting clothes on the line. I can't be asked.
Hmm. Okay.
Damn it. I should do something like that.
What? Steak?
No, washing stuff and putting it on lines, but
I did mine this morning.
I'm not sure I want to commit to that journey because the washing machine is like in the basement and yeah, there are just too much steps involved in that.
Mine's in the kitchen, which is only next door, and I still can't be asked to move that far.
I think we
For me,
defended
it's like
fine.
4 floors I have to travel.
Screw that.
Oh man.
Got some pierogi. What the hell is pierogi? The type of meat. Need to go to Baker's soon, but I'll finish here. Ah, dumplings, okay. Is it a different type of dumplings, or is that just like a name for them in a different language? Watch out for bombers here, that's for sure.
Committed to the call.
Oh, by the way, Lisa,
Yeah?
I asked the doctor, what does it cost? The vaccination, right? He said, like, for you, nothing. We
Polish
get the
dumplings,
viewers,
okay.
right? I said, well, that's not much, isn't it?
It's
No.
strange because
What?
the doctors here they get 100 euros an hour. to
Where is
give
BLK?
vaccination to people.
Yeah, per hour.
Bum, bum,
Oh, you
bum.
mean he said like $20 per shot?
20
Wow, that-
euros per patient vaccinated.
yeah, they get paid quite a lot.
It's not much.
quite lucrative just to get a needle.
White
in someone,
cheese,
but
potatoes,
it
meat, and
is like
onion.
20
White
bucks.
cheese. What is white cheese?
Normally I pay.
Does that mean like
20
cheddar
bucks.
cheese? Or is it like mozzarella or something? Never heard someone call it white cheese before.
Outpost rush. Okay. Is Gizmo making the stream exciting now?
No, it was locked.
Why?
I guess we are going to
Doing
be
it to
okay.
level 60
It's
or
endgame.
join a group.
Oh, cottage cheese. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
God, I hate cottage
Anyone while
cheese.
I'm on?
There's only 24 hours on a day.
Oh, you're level 9.
You're level 9.
Yeah.
How much new? 60?
No, he's 9, and he has to
No,
be
it's down there.
60.
Cottage cheese or something different. Oh, okay.
Only a few levels to go. It's not that much.
So it's not like lumpy curded cheese. Uh-oh, I might be disconnected again.
It's fascinating how the chat tells you what level people.
Yeah, we've disconnected
I
again.
wonder if you can put that out later in the game.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of options, I think, somewhere.
Well, that's
Yeah, because, later when you have a
15:42.
guild or people you play with, and then you whisper them, their answer will be washed away quite easily.
Lasted a whole 40
That meant
minutes.
of a chat.
No,
Okay,
but
so
some
Never
chat
gonna make
filters,
it
but
up
not a
like
lot.
this.
Yeah, it's got full Twitch embed lights into it.
Right, stream is going down for a minute. I'll be back
So
in
I
a
can get
second. I'm
Anybody
gonna
that subs
try a
to the
different
stream can
port,
join
internet port.
the group.
See what happens when I do this.
Yeah, I mean, probably the game will get like quality of life improvement when it gets
No.
older. So
No, it won't.